everyone. I want to talk about our mind. How if you're not controlling your mind, it's controlling you. Also, how that narrative is not okay. In my humble opinion, the conversation needs to be around building a relationship of synchronicity between your mind and yourself. Example, I was very fidgety throughout the night, did not get the most restful sleep. Therefore, I was upset, antsy, anxious, on high alert. Originally, I was frustrated as well. I was frustrated because I felt like the quality of my sleep is lacking. I just want to sleep. I'm tired. Boo-hoo. A slew of other thoughts. I now realize that I am awake at this time because I was meant to record and speak to you. Once I made that connection, once I stopped with the compulsive thoughts and being mad at my brain for being awake and going at this time. For context, it's not even 5 a.m. okay? I've been awake for 2 hours at this point, tossing and turning, trying to go back to sleep. Eventually I realized that sleep is not for me at this time. Believe it or not. And it all worked out. I'm also trying to be part of the 5 a.m. club. Now I'm gonna be up for the 5 a.m. hour. Now bringing it back. Let's talk about building a relationship with your mind and your being. You can be on the side of your mind is controlling you, where it is very obsessive thought, a lot of overwhelmment, basically non-stop. All those thoughts are creating these emotions, which therefore are overwhelming, crippling, and you just want it to stop. On the other hand, if you are striving to control your mind, and if you are successful at controlling your mind, that's cool. You know, that's very impressive. However, if you're always in control, you are going to have a really hard time in the scenarios where you lack control. There is a relationship that we should establish within ourselves and understand, hey brain, I hear you. I'm going to honor that right now. Or hey, you need to tone it down. And it is a long journey. It can be, and it is uncomfortable. Well, it can be uncomfortable. Maybe it won't be uncomfortable for you. I'm just one person, one experience, one lens. Let's talk about some ways on how to build a better relationship between our mind and body, our mind and being. Oh God, Alexa just turned on and started listening to me. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go mic her. You're aware that you are having disconnect amongst your mind and your being and your body. That is, I'd like to think, normal, especially now where we are exposed to so many stimulants. It is normal at this point for our brain to be overactive and for us to have a disconnect within ourselves. Should we accept that standard of living? I believe no. Actually, no, you shouldn't. You deserve to be in a state of calm. You deserve to be in a state of wholeness. So let's implement and start practicing ways and gaining some tools and skills on building that relationship within ourselves. Very important, strong tool is journaling. I know I say it in every video, maybe not every video. You know I love my journal, and I encourage you to reach for a journal as well and write down whatever is going on in your mind, especially when you're having overwhelming thoughts or obtrusive thought, obsessive thought. The idea is to simply take your notebook, set a timer, brain dump everything that comes to your mind. No judgment, no complete sentences if that's not how your brain operates. Whatever comes to your mind, you jot down. It's a release for your brain, and you need that. You need to have a release for every part of your being. Your brain is a muscle, just like any other muscle in your body. However, your brain consumes 25% of your energy, give or take. All facts should have margin of error. Sources: You Are What You Eat from Netflix. Check it out. But yes, so your brain is a muscle, and you do not keep any other muscle in your body under exertion, under strain 100% of the time. You allow your muscles to rest. You allow your muscles to contract and release. Your brain should be, in many ways, treated like any other muscle in your body. That includes knowing how to properly rest and relax your brain. To me, again, one of those ways is journaling, and I know that I'm meant to be here in this moment now. However, my other part of me, my my anxiety and my body wants to be on fight mode right now. So let's just take a breath. That's another powerful tool on honoring the connection between your mind and your body. Breathing. Mastering the art of mindful breathing is beautiful. That goes in hand with meditation and mindfulness. We take for granted each breath we have because it feels like a given. I am here to tell you those breaths are not given. Those breaths are essential to life, therefore should be honored. I have had the privilege of speaking with people who have respiratory disorders and may rely on at times on oxygen. Their way of explaining how you would think breathing is just automatic, second nature, ingrained in you, but it's not. It is a workout, for lack of a better word, like any other thing. It requires effort, and it requires your mind and your body to be in synchronicity in order for you to be able to breathe properly. When there's disconnects with that, you may need, oxygen. You may need it on standby. You may also just be able to get away with some alternative method like using albuterol. Hey, asthmatics, hey, right here. If you have experience with respiratory illness, even when you get chest congestion, perhaps that gives you a little bit of an insight on where I'm going with this. Breathing is a treasure, is a blessing, but it is work, just like any other output for our system. Therefore, by becoming more mindful of our breath, you are strengthening the connection between your mind and your body. An example of this is very simple. Just take one breath out of your day and acknowledge that. Thank it and move on. Another approach is meditation. Meditation comes in different forms. You can do walking meditation, you can do yoga meditation, you can do stillness meditation. Practice different forms of meditation and see what feels best for you. And my recommendation would be for you to have a rotation of the types of meditations that feel best for you. Meditation is not you completely clear your head. It is okay for you to have passing thoughts while you are in this state. I'm not sure if it is possible to have zero thoughts while you meditate. It may be by very highly skilled individuals that have honed this skill of mind-body connection, but for your regular schmegular people, that hasn't happened yet. I have been practicing mindfulness and meditation for 3 years now, so we'll see. I say this so that you are aware that it's okay for you to have thoughts while you are in the state of meditation. It's okay. Honor those thoughts and allow them to pass. You can strengthen the connection between your mind and body by exercising, working out, by movement, doing things that are difficult like lifting weights or trying something new in your workout setting strengthens that muscle because you are literally putting your body in discomfort. So you're having to strengthen the connection of, hey, I can do this. I can do this. It's okay. You got this. You can always do more than you think. Always. Taking it outside of the context of working out. Likewise, challenge yourself to try new things on a consistent basis. Every time you try something new, you're wiring and building a different neural pathway in your brain. I am no expert in 100% of the brain. I am an expert in my body, what I have experienced and what has worked for me. I am an expert at sharing what has worked for me. That's why I'm here, sharing it for you. I want to be helpful. I want to be of service. Once you reach the state of your mind is not controlling you and you are not trying to control your mind, you are able to create magnificent change. You're able to identity shift if you so please. What I mean by identity shifting is when you are no longer the low vibration version of you. You are no longer the person that was controlled by fear. You are no longer the person that was controlled by anxiety. You're no longer the person that was controlled by anger. You are no longer the person that is attached to those low vibration and frequencies. When we release ourselves from those heavy bearing energies, you are able to spiral up, allow abundance, and allow love and all the beautiful things that we are seeking, that we are in yearning up or hoping. If you are ready to level up, consider implementing journaling, mindfulness, meditation, and any other brain intensive activity. Try something new, build puzzles, solve things. It is so important for you to continue on challenging your mind on a consistent basis, ideally every day. If you are challenging your brain, it is evolving, molding, and learning. And that is very, very, very important for the health of our brain. And with a healthy brain, you build a healthy mind, build a healthy mind and body connection. The last thing I want to share is when you're in a situation where you feel like you should be doing one thing, but you're being pulled to others, honor that. And as you honor that, you will find out why you were pulled to do this, or why you were not meant to be doing the other thing. That is a sign that you are building a relationship within your body and amongst your body, as opposed to being in conflict all the time. Conflict does not feel good. I mean, unless you're really messy, you may really enjoy conflict, but if you're like all kumbaya and peacefulness mode, like yours truly, you probably don't like conflict. Conflict is part of life, and there is something to be said about your ability to handle conflict. By strengthening your relationship between your mind and your body, you will be able to also honor your instinct and that gut feeling. Gut feeling is that inexplicable sensation of this is what I should be doing. As you hone the relationship between your understanding your mind, then you will hone the skill of listening to your gut and your instinct. I love that for you. I love that for me. That's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I appreciate your time. I would also appreciate if you like and subscribe. Please remember, you're valid, you're worthy, and you're here for a reason. Bye. Jesus Christ, I look like Dwight. Okay, let's just go with this. Oh, I kind of like that light. Oh my god. Warm? Cool.